Man, oh man, this is video of just one example of the hail coming from that powerful storm system that Mike's been talking about. Blew through central Virginia Saturday evening. This isn't from the Midwest. This is sent in by viewer Shelby Dixon from West Point.
This hail came with a line of severe thunderstorms. It also brought some strong winds to central Virginia and some damaging wind gusts to parts of the northern neck. Yeah, we mentioned that chance for a few storms at the end of the day. But those things really just kind of developed up upon themselves and just kept doing it and doing it. So it was a very active night last night. We had a lot of hail reports, about 1 inch in diameter across the metro, and some wind reports off towards the east. One thing I want to show, this little line of storms came through yesterday in a couple clusters. We had the second one come through Richmond. Yeah. One other thing, though, remember we talked about this tornado outbreak a couple days ago. One thing that's coming up is they may have severe weather again. In fact, this is the Tuesday severe weather outlook, and this orange area is an enhanced. So it's not going to mirror exactly, but there's a potential that area that saw a lot of tornadoes may actually have more severe weather in a couple days.
They're starting to clean up from the other day's storms.
Yeah, I know. And we had that one in the deep south the other week, too. So this is just a pattern we hope won't continue this spring. But at least for us, it's going to be very tranquil outside. And you can see as we take a look at our Millionaire cam there, we have clear skies currently, and we're just a little bit away from sunrise. The current sunrise for today is at 6:54. The normal high today is 66. The normal low is 42. We'll be in the upper 50s to mid 60s area wide today. Then we're back down to the 30s and low 40s for tomorrow. In terms of what's going on at Richmond Raceway today, we have lots of sunshine planned, and temperatures are going to make it up in the low 60s. It's going to be a tiny bit breezy today, nothing compared to yesterday, but we may get some winds about 10, 15, 18 miles an hour through about the first half of the day, and then the wind should start to trail off a little bit later this afternoon. Temperatures right now, we have a mix of a few 30s, but a lot of low and mid 40s across central Virginia. And what to expect for the week coming up. Today, sunny, cooler, less windy, highs upper 50s to mid 60s. We're going to be back into the low 80s, possibly some mid 80s, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Might be an isolated storm Wednesday. There's a better chance of a few thunderstorms on Thursday, though. And then the system that comes through is going to head to our south. A couple computer models keep it just close enough to give us maybe a couple showers Friday into the first part of next weekend. A lot of computer models that came out this morning is kind of pushing that rain farther south. So still some question marks towards the end of the week, but one thing it will be is a bit cooler. High temperatures today, as I mentioned, mid 50s to low 60s. Tonight we're back down into the 30s and low 40s. Tomorrow, a little bit warmer away from the coast, 70 or better. And then going into Tuesday, we get some spots in the mid upper 70s and low 80s. And then Wednesday, check that out, away from the immediate coast, high temperatures between about 80 and 85 degrees. So we have some nice warm weather for the week ahead, just a little bit cool today. It'll be 73 tomorrow, 81 on Tuesday, a 20% chance of a storm Wednesday, a better chance of a few showers and storms on Thursday with a high of 80, and then cooler heading into next weekend with, again, that chance for possibly a few showers. Greg.
Mike, thanks so much. It's 6:45 right now. Standing up and speaking out after yet another deadly school shooting. Members of the Tennessee region come out to fight for gun control laws, what they are asking for, and the latest responses coming in from the nation's leaders. Plus, new details being shared around the indictment of former President Trump, the felony one source says to CBS 6 News that he is being charged with. Morning, welcome back. It's 6:48. Nearly 1 week ago, 3 9-year-olds and 3 staff members were shot and killed at a Christian school in Nashville. People are gathering to protest the violence and call for stricter gun control laws. The protest in Franklin, Tennessee was organized by parents who say they're just tired of school shootings and are worried about their children.
We're not calling for the ban of all guns, but there's some very sensible things that we can do as a community to help keep our kids safer.
The protesters are seeking red flag laws and safe storage laws. They're also opposing laws that allow people to carry guns without a permit, as well as opposing lowering the age of permitless carry, which is currently up for discussion in the Tennessee legislature. Some students are also calling for mental health issues to be addressed, especially in schools. This protest comes as students from several Tennessee schools plan to walk out of class Monday and go to the state capitol to demand change. The White House is repeatedly calling on Congress to take action on gun control, including an assault weapons ban. However, some Republicans say President Biden is trying to undermine the Second Amendment, and others say going after guns isn't the way to address mass shootings. Monday's incident at the Covenant Christian School was the deadliest school shooting since May of last year, when 21 people were killed in Uvalde, Texas. Security in Lower Manhattan ratcheting up ahead of former President Trump's arraignment, which is expected to take place Tuesday. Sources say CBS News that grand jury voted to indict Trump on more than 24 counts. Now there's word that at least one is a felony. CBS's Michael George has the latest.
A source familiar with the indictment of Donald J. Trump tells CBS News the former president is being charged with falsifying business records in the first degree, a felony.
Paying hush money is not illegal. Falsifying business records is.
The charge stems from alleged hush money paid to adult film star Stormy Daniels. The indictment, handed down by a New York grand jury, remains sealed until his arraignment, expected on Tuesday, when the former president would surrender to authorities in New York. His attorney says there will be no plea deal.
This is a case that would not have been brought against another individual in this country if his name wasn't Donald Trump.
CBS News has also learned Trump will not be handcuffed, but is expected to have his mugshot taken just before the arraignment. Security around the Lower Manhattan courthouse is very tight.
A lone wolf who is not bragging on social media that he's going to do this or going to do that. It's the unknown that's always a great concern.
While in Washington, additional barricades and security remain outside the U.S. Capitol. Near Trump's Palm Beach estate, protesters gathered again Saturday. After the arraignment, the former president is expected to return to Florida. Michael George, CBS News, New York.